Welcome guys back to another video. These are just some quick thoughts. This isn't going to be any organized type of video. I've just finished the PTYA cohort 8 by Ali Abdaal. Thank you, Ali. It was a great cohort. Just a quick brief review just to keep this pace up of uploading videos and not losing momentum. The course cost $1,500. Might sound a lot, but it was definitely worth it. The amount of help you got, the structure, and most of all, the amount of information. I mean, it's overwhelming. It's gonna take me at least 6 months just to make sure to go through everything they taught us. So first things first. First of all, I was a complete beginner, so I wouldn't recommend is probably the wrong word, but if you're a complete beginner, the course can be really overwhelming. I would really recommend this course to somebody who is at an intermediate level, who has at least published 10 or 20 YouTube videos. I'm not saying that the course won't be of any benefit even if you're a beginner. It was, and it still is, because the amount of information you get saves you so much time. Because I can just imagine learning everything I learned during the cohort by myself would have taken years. Without a doubt, years of trial and error. And the biggest plus was also all the guest speakers. They were all great. They were really knowledgeable. They really knew what they were talking about. They offered great advice, great links. Everything was perfect. Everybody in the cohort was really cooperative. Everybody was really focused and motivated. And I mean, I understand if you pay $1,500 for something, I guess that you're gonna take it seriously. What else can I say? Random thoughts. Yes, I liked Ali's energy, his input. He shared all the secrets behind his success, what really works behind his YouTube channel. It was really inspirational, and not forget the networking as well. I mean, you meet wonderful people from all over the world that are just as motivated as you. They're gonna have a meetup in Texas in the future. They said they were gonna have a meetup in London, England as well. And just to see what I've learned, I mean, you can compare the first video I did before the first cohort, before I started the cohort, and this video. This is the progress I've made over just a span of 4 weeks. So could you just imagine what level I'll be at after I've consumed all the information and started implementing everything Ali has taught during this cohort. But the best takeaway I would say is probably that one thing that many people probably make, that's the biggest mistake most people do, is probably that they focus too much on the videos. A good quote from, I don't remember his name, sorry, but he helped us to create thumbnails. We had a thumbnails class, and he said that a good thumbnail and title and a mediocre video can garner hundreds of thousands of views, or a poor thumbnail and a poor video but an excellent video might end up just with a few hundred views. And that's something they really emphasized during the entire cohort, that thumbnails and titles, they really emphasize that. I mean, they kept saying it over and over again. I had no idea that thumbnails and titles were that important. They even went so far as to say that you should spend 80% of your time on thumbnails and titles and 20% on your actual videos. I'm not kidding, that's what they said. And it makes sense if you think about it, because if you have the best video in the world but a poor thumbnail and a poor title, if nobody clicks on it, then what's the point? Nobody's gonna see it, right? So you know, once he explained it, it became really obvious as to why you should focus just on thumbnails and titles the first time. What else was important? Yeah, he said editing. One of the best ways to become a productive YouTuber is to outsource your editing ASAP, as soon as possible. Yeah, I would say that. And what else? I'd say the 3 main points: focus on titles and thumbnails, outsource editing early, and build a good system. If I could summarize the whole cohort into 3 points, I'd say that those 3 things. Do those 3 things, and it should be a breeze. I mean, it's sad that this was the last cohort. I don't know if they'll revive it sometime in the future. We had actually several PTYA members that had done the cohort before, I don't know if I would do it again because I have so much information to cover, and I think that what they've taught me so far is adequate. But never say never. If I become very rich, I don't know, maybe I'll spend another $1,500. But to be honest, I didn't regret it a second. These $1,500 are like amongst the best I've spent in my life. So those are my final thoughts. But those three things, if I could summarize the whole cohort in 3 parts: titles and thumbnails are the most important thing you can think of getting good at. Editing should be outsourced early. And finally, what was the final part? Am I misspeaking on? But get your reps in. That's important, getting your reps in. Building a system, sorry. That's the third part. Building a system. And the best book to get to learn to build a system is actually this ebook. I'm going to review it in the future. But listen this far, please like and subscribe. I'm still at the beginning of my journey. I mean, I've posted 5 videos. This is just a random talking point. I just wanted to get my thoughts out. This is a new video format. I just want to see how it's going to go. Please follow. See you guys.